Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the room by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Aller. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Gets it to him on the screen. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Aller. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. And he's brought... after a nice game. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job of it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Aller. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And the Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. A run to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Got the quick pass. There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
I was trying to pump fake, bro. That's crazy.
Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air. It's Aller. Throws to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete. He's already thrown one interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed, and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending, I'm falling off my back foot. Like, slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
Finds his man. It's Singleton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Thanks to conference realignment, we have more of these fun, fresh matchups like Penn State USC, locking horns more often now than ever. Gotta think SC is going to be looking for a little revenge as they were victims to the Tyler Warren show that took place last year.
I'm about to say, they're going to cover the tight end, hopefully. He had 17 catches in that ball game, and he was the only one really on offense. They kept moving the ball down the field. Look forward to seeing a new matchup with Jim Knowles now as the defensive coordinator for Penn State. This will be a great matchup.
I think USC's defense was caught off guard by all the creativity and the different formations and shifts and the places that Tyler Warren was lining up. They've had that film to watch to get ready for this game, so I expect USC's defense to be locked and loaded and ready to play a lot better than they did last year.
The Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Under fire. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Makes the catch. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers towards that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it from the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first possession.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Quick strike complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The short hands, it's Lemon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Penn State! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it and taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Iowa. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They get to him as he throws. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing on some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Allard. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dinkins. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Stop it when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle, it's Lemon. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it up.
Looking for a huge play. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He's loose. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Running back searching for a hole. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll go right back to him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Looking for space to the left. Turns it loose deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He'll kill him. Steve again, reaching the bang.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He gets it so close to the marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Hunt is on its way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Allard. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He'll sneak it. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Across the 25. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it.
There's some fuckers, boy, shit.
Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 21 over Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got his man on the right. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Trojans line up to punt it away.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Still on his feet. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Going right to work up top. He rifles one deep down the right side. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's out. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. A defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Mayava. Snagged out of the air. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. They knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. The Trojans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Buys a little time. Takes a hit as he fires. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air, it's Allard. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
Penn State 21, USC 10.
Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's the chap.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. A little screen to the running back.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are.
That shit should have been a pig. I don't care what nobody says. That's crazy.
Because they're down.
They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to pass, it's out. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Turning on the Jets. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown Trojans. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
With the catch, it's Sanders.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Punts it out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. QB draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Nittany Lions will try to run off the clock in the final minute. Might as well give it to him again. Wide open spaces. Oh, not a space. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meet Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's taking a deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.